A simp, aka a sucker, is the most dangerous dude on this earth because that's a man who doesn't know how to control his emotions. Even if he's physically strong, if he's emotionally weak, he's a weak man. And any woman who dates a man like this gotta be careful because he can crash out at any moment. From the time he feels like a woman plays with his emotions, he's liable to throw it all away. Now, this guy right here found out that his ex girlfriend, not his girl, his ex, was messing with his homeboy, and he decided to burn down the entire apartment building that they were in.
Lontre Clark remains behind bars tonight. Lontre Clark remains behind bars tonight after a Cook County judge determines that he is a danger to the community. Investigators say the 23-year-old became enraged and intentionally set fire to his friend's apartment after learning that that friend may have started dating his ex-girlfriend.
Sticking close together, it's a day-by-day process.
George Smith says his family can finally begin their journey for justice now that the man accused of starting the fatal fire that claimed the lives of his loved ones heads to court. Prosecutors say 23-year-old Lontre Clark was angry that his friend and ex-girlfriend were dating, that he allegedly threw a Molotov cocktail into the Austin neighborhood apartment where they were, sparking a fire that killed 4 people, including Smith's pregnant cousin and her young son.
It's an uphill journey, and the journey has not yet begun. The healing has not yet begun. We're a family that's hurting. We're a family that's sad. We're a family that's in pain.
Calling it a horrific crime and a brazen disregard for life, a Cook County judge showed Clark no mercy. Authorities arrested the 23-year-old Chicago man in downstate Springfield on Wednesday. He now faces murder, attempted murder, and aggravated arson charges, along with dozens of additional felony counts. 5-year-old Jason Henry, his mother, 32-year-old Regina Brown Henry, who was 3 months pregnant, Gina's sister, Destiny Brown Henry, and a 76-year-old resident of the building all died. Several people were also injured, including Destiny's 4-year-old son, who remains in grave conditions. Prosecutors say Clark allegedly set the apartment building located in the 5200 block of West North Avenue on fire during the early morning hours of June 26th, after learning that his ex-girlfriend was dating his friend after seeing a selfie she posted. Authorities say Clark picked up his cousin, and the two went to a gas station where they filled up an antifreeze bottle with gasoline before heading to a convenience store where investigators say the suspect bought black clothing, a face mask, and a lighter. The defendant's cousin says they drove to the apartment where he says Clark started the fire and then admitted to him saying, "I just lit the house on fire."
No matter what happens with, the conviction and the arrest, they could never replace the lives that were lost.
Prosecutors say Clark threw out the clothes he was wearing at his grandfather's house. In court, Clark's public defender told the judge that there was no surveillance video of her client committing the crime. She added that although her client has served time in prison for a weapons violation, that he is not violent. Clark does have 2 outstanding warrants for resisting arrest. The court did grant an order of protection for the defendant's ex-girlfriend. Funeral arrangements are still pending for the victims of the fire. Meanwhile, Clark is due back in court July 14th.
RIP to the victims. What's even more sad about this situation is his homeboy and his ex-girlfriend, they got away. I guess they escaped or whatever the case may be. But he took the lives of innocent people, all because he didn't know how to control his emotions. And that's why this platform is very important for men, at least, because I tell you guys every day to self-improve. I make y'all aware of female nature so y'all understand what y'all dealing with in life and how to handle it. And I tell you all the time, don't be a sucker for love. Now, this guy is going to be spending the rest of his life in jail while his ex-girlfriend is going to be smashing his homeboy, his cousin, his brother, his best friend. He threw his life away simply because he's a very weak individual and his actions took the lives of innocent people.
Clark was taken into custody in Springfield after being on the run for nearly 2 weeks. Investigators believe he intentionally set the fire on June 26 near Laramie and North Avenues, killing 4 people and injuring several others. The victims killed identified as 5-year-old Jacione Henry, his mom 32-year-old Gina Henry, her sister 28-year-old Destiny Henry, and 76-year-old Brad Cummings. We now know the victims killed were not involved in the domestic dispute.
Fellas, we gotta be wise out here. We gotta do better. As men, we have to learn how to be emotionally strong, because I understand if you find out that your ex-girlfriend is smashing your homeboy, the first thing that you're gonna think is like, damn, they probably been smashing behind my back all along, even while I was with her, because it might have been a situation where his ex-girlfriend met his homeboy through him. From him bringing his ex-girlfriend around, his ex-girlfriend and his homeboy formed a bond. They developed a relationship. So without him thinking, when he found out, he just crashed out. And that's why, as men, we gotta learn how to control our emotions. We gotta learn how to be emotionally strong. And this is why I teach you guys about female nature. So when situations like this happen, y'all will know how to handle it better. Y'all will know how to pay attention to the signs. Like when you bring your girl around your guys, just pay attention to the chemistry. Pay attention to those things. Don't be oblivious, because you don't want to be in a state of shock. When a man is in a state of shock, he don't think properly, because this guy is going to be sitting behind bars regretting his actions. And it's going to be pretty tough for him behind bars because of the innocent lives that were lost due to him being tender, due to him being a sucker for love. It's never worth it, man. That's why as men, we got to learn how to walk away. We got to stay strong. You can't control a woman's actions. And as men, we got to understand that and accept that and take women for who they are, because a situation like this could happen to anybody, but it's all about how you deal with it. Fellas, be wise out here, man. Don't throw your life away over a woman, because it's not worth it.
If you haven't yet, go get you some of that merch. You all already know, don't feed the birds. That's what it is. We don't feed the birds over here. So if you rock with your boy, go get you some of that good merch.